Alright, day 2 of the hunt. We're right up here by the house. So far, got a couple bullets, pistol ball, mini ball, and a piece of little brass, and a lot of tin cans. But I didn't film these, but when I get something else, I'll come back to you. Alright, well, I just recovered this bayonet scabbard tip. Bayonet scabbard, I don't have the tip. I'm fixing to look for that in the hole, but that's a good find, and we'll go ahead and recover that, and we'll keep going. Alright, well, I got another target out of the hole here. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe junk, but maybe something good, but not far from where I found that scabbard tip. So usually if you start finding something, you need to circle that area. There it is, the finial. That's the finial to the scabbard tip. So that's awesome. I've never found a complete one. So after 150 years, they're back together. Awesome. Okay, here's that hole where I just dug the finial to the scabbard tip. If you look, there's one dig hole that was a shotgun shell, but just behind it, about 20 feet, is where I found the scabbard tip. So you can see it's been drug probably over about 10 feet and down about 20 feet over the course of the years, but it's in good shape, and I think I'll be able to put it back together and it'll display nicely. So, and again, you can see how close we are to the railroad right here. The 9th Corps was here working on the railroad. I was reading last night that the Confederate Railroad was a narrower gauge than the Union, and so as the Confederates were retreating and the Union was following them, they had to use the 9th Corps to change the gauge of the railroad so that the Union supply lines could use this railroad. So these troops were out here not only pursuing the Confederates, but also there was troops here working on the railroad. So it's a good spot, and sort of like yesterday, we were hanging right near the road where the troops were moving. The same thing today. We're right near the railroad where everybody was out digging. It's a big spot, and they're having a good time. We'll come back to you. Alright, we're in an area where somebody just recovered a Confederate bullet. We got a signal. It's probably trash, that's what I've been finding, but you never know. Okay, sorry about the wind. I got a pretty good sound in these clods. I'm going to see what it is. I've been digging a lot of junk in here, so maybe junk. It sounded high enough to be a good bullet, so let's see. It's an equipment rivet. So, oh well, we'll take that and keep going. Alright, well, I just dug this coin out of the hole. It's I don't know if you can see her or not, but there's a bust of a lady kind of facing left. I'm not sure. This might be some kind of colonial coin, some sort of early copper coin. I really don't know what it is. It came in nice and clear. I also got this. I got a gold wedding band a little while ago. It's modern. There's that gold wedding band I found. We're going to try to see if it's the farmer that lost it. If not, then I'll keep it, maybe take it and sell it for scrap. But the coin I'm very pleased about, so we'll come back to you. Alright, this little hilltop right here was the home site. And you can't quite see it, but there's a creek bottom here that feeds a pond. And there's also water that comes down on this side, so it's surrounded by water. So evidently this was a home site a long time ago, back in the colonial period. It seems like it did get one coin out of here. There's a few old buttons that have come out, lots of iron. So that's the only way that you know, is just because the signals in the ground around this area you need to stop and look at. So found a few things here. We're going to keep going and see what else we can find. Come back to you. Okay, looks like I got a bullet showing in the hole down here. See if we can pop that out gently. Yep, got a bullet. A 3-ringer. We'll take that and keep going. Alright, come back to you. So I've got another mini in the hole here. Let's see, in a second. There it is. Williams Cleaner. Take it, keep going. Alright, next find is a carved mini. That's a good find. We'll take it, keep going. Oh, it's just a Spencer. Next find's a Spencer. Got a little bit of the cartridge on it, so we'll take that and keep going. All right, this turned out to be a good little camp. Just turned up another bullet here. Looks like another 3-ring mini ball. So this is a good camp we're in. We'll keep finding them, hopefully, and we'll come back to you. All right, next find there is a little J hook. That's a good find. We'll go ahead and take that and come back to you. Okay, I got a good 55 signal, so I thought I'd try to do a live dig for you. So bring it up. Something like it's a bullet. Let's see. Williams regulation. Take a look down the hole spec. There it is right there. Cover that and keep going. Okay, just want to do a little post-hunt wrap-up here. Now I've got things back at home and I got a chance to clean them up. These are my finds from day one. Started out the day with just these two battle finds. These two, I found one fired Gardner, that's a Confederate bullet. One fired 3-ringer in the cornfield across the way. In the afternoon we moved across the other side of the road, literally. The other side of the road, and so I decided to concentrate right up against the roadbed, which is just an old Civil War road that's been paved over, and was able to cover almost 20 bullets. I got a couple of bear with me here got a couple of nice Indian heads, a knapsack triangle hook, and some other brass Whatsits from out in the field, which was also an old home site. A couple of Spencer casings and a drop Spencer bullet. It's kind of chewed up. Got one little beat up Eagle cuff. Little tiny civilian cuff button, which is this is a really tiny thing, and a couple other. This one you can still see has got some of the plating still is still shiny almost, so you can still see what it would have looked like 150 years ago. But other than that, not a bad day one. Okay, moving on to day two finds. Was lucky enough to recover a couple of Confederate bullets. One of them was an Enfield, and one of them was just a, I think a nose cast 54. And some Union bullets out in a little campsite there, well away from the railroad. A lot of the things were near the railroad. I was lucky enough to recover my first bayonet scabbard tip. I found the brass tube section, and then found the finial about 20 feet away. So that was a pretty good find. I think I found some pieces of a fuse adapter anyway. This is heavy threaded brass, so I think that's probably from a fuse. I got an infantry belt adjuster, some other odds and ends of brass, knapsack parts and whatnot. A large pewter button. I don't know if you can see the design in that, but there is like a kind of a concentric ring design in this. Pewter button is probably colonial. And also found an interesting foreign coin, which is, I was able to get a date off of it. I think it's maybe French or from Holland, but anyway, I was able to get a date of 1875 off of it, or 1873, excuse me. But so it's a foreign coin. Nice surprise. And then my find of the hunt was this Confederate Block A artillery button. So went ahead and put that in the button case, and we'll leave it there. And I think I'm going to display it with all my friction primers. So that's kind of cool find. And that's my wrap up for the hunt. So hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.